This is the Bernina 700D Overlocker. Here are some tips in operating this machine. Just make sure when you start to sew that you pull up the stand and check that the two buttons on this rod has clicked into the holes. There is a switch at the side. You need to turn that on, and that also turns on the light. Before you start to use the overlocker, you need to check that the machine is on the basic settings. Firstly, look at the thread tensions. They should all be on number 4. Next, check the rolled hem lever. This should be pushed to the back position to disengage the rolled hem function. Also, have a look at these guidelines on this cover plate. They are in inches and centimetres. The edge of the fabric can be lined up with any one of these guidelines, depending on the width of seam required. If you line the edge of the fabric up with the 1.5 centimetre guideline, you will sew a 1.5 centimetre width seam. Also, on the presser foot there are lines which also can be used as guidelines. Look at the differential feed. The basic setting is N. N for neutral. The differential feed operates the two feed dogs located under the presser foot. Turning the dial between N and 0.7 stretches out the fabric. This is used to create fluted hems. 0.7 gives maximum stretch. Turning the dial between N and 2 gives the opposite result. It gathers up the fabric. This prevents fluting or waving in stretch fabrics or closely woven fabric. 2 gives maximum stretch and can be used to gather garment pieces. This dial can also be turned while sewing to achieve the required result. Next, you need to open the cloth plate to check the stitch length. This is the stitch length here. The basic setting is 2.5. To adjust the stitch length, loosen the black knob by turning it away from you or in an anti-clockwise direction. Slide this to the correct setting and then tighten it again. With the cloth plate still open, check the cutting width. The basic setting is 2. This determines the width of the seam. You can see now it is on number 2. It's lined up with the notch in this metal piece. Threading the overlocker requires plenty of practice. First, it is important to turn off the power. The overlocker must be threaded in the correct order.